Right, part 3. I have finished connecting the Bluetooth from that to this, and it went absolutely fine. Like I said, Bluetooth has to be on the phone for it to do it, otherwise it doesn't work. And that is the Garmin Connect app. Basically, you'll have, like I say, you sign in and you'll have a screen like that, and you have the dashboard, newsfeed, notifications, fitness, social, things like that. Your devices should come up when you've paired it correctly on the screen. You should have your Edge 510 connected. If you've not, you have obviously connected it by your phone and your Garmin itself. Make sure you go through it again, make sure your Bluetooth's on, and you shouldn't have any problems at all connecting. So there. One quick note, at the moment Garmin Connect is not available on, I'm not sure if it's ever going to be actually, not available on Windows phones, I'm afraid. I don't know why, but it's not available. There is another type of Garmin app, I think, but it's not Garmin Connect, so you won't be able to use it with this, I'm afraid. Another thing to do, if you are on Strava, another quick point, if you're on Strava, you have a Strava account, whether it be on your mobile or whatever, if you go to your computer, go on your computer and go to the main strava.com site, on there you can choose, if you go to the upload section on the right hand side of the screen at the top, in there if you go to, I think it's manual upload, it gives you the choice of picking Garmin or another device, whatever you've got. If you pick the Garmin and set the Garmin up, it'll ask you to verify your Garmin account. It'll ask you that Strava wants to connect with the Garmin account. If you put the same details in, your email address and your password that you did on your Garmin Connect app when you set that up, the two will pair together. And then as soon as it's done that, then anytime you go out on a ride, the minute you finish your ride and it asks you to save it or discard it or whatever, as long as your phone's connected to your Garmin at the time and they're both synced at the same time, you save your ride, it will save it straight to your phone. So it will show you on the bottom of the phone, a little line, it will say you're syncing, and then you've synced with the 510, and after that it will upload it straight to Strava. All you have to do is drag from the top of your phone, fill in the details of the ride if you want to, like change the name of the ride, add some photos if you want to, same as normal if you have the mobile app, and then save it, and that's it, it's done straight away. So it saves the hassle of having to plug the Garmin into the computer, upload it, whatever. It just means it's done straight away. The Garmin Connect app itself does have information on it as well of what your ride was like, elevation, cadence, and so on, distance, as well as your map of your ride as well. So it does have information on there anyway, but if you do use Strava and you like to see it on there, then that's how you connect to Strava that way. Right, that's pretty much it. Right, in a second I shall then attempt to fix it to the bike, or show you going on the bike, putting the various things on, and like I said, I'll show you that in a second. Right, here we have a front mount, and I bought a front mount. I was going to have, this is a spare mount for my bike, but we went ahead and bought Joe a Garmin 510, so I thought I'd use the front mount for hers, because she wanted it the same out front rather than mounted on the headset, the stem. So that's her front mount, and a rather fetching blue. So the Garmin itself, I just go and grab it. Basically, you have this locking mechanism in the back. If you're aware of Garmin, or you're familiar with it at all, you'll see they've got this wonderful locking mechanism on the back. Ooh, it's already detected some movement. Basically, you push down, so it's sideways on. You push it down, and then turn it to the right, basically. like that. So you literally push it on. I'll do it again, like that. Put it on, make sure it's in, push down, turn, and you'll hear it click, and it's really quite secure actually. It won't come off. It just means you have your display right in the middle of your bike looking right at you. Obviously with this one, it's just this bar mount was attached just with an Allen key. Don't obviously do it too tight. Follow the instructions if you've got any. Usually it's printed on it or comes with some sort of instructions to tell you how many newton meters to do. Just tighten it up, put it at the angle you want it to be, and there you go. Whenever you're going to start your ride, it says ride on the front of the screen. I do apologise for the reflection. I'll press the button to get it going. There we go. You'll basically, the big thing, ride on the screen. There are other things as well, segments, rides, courses and things you've been on, to look at that when you've done rides. There's also the tools thing which shows you again your activity profiles, bike profiles, Bluetooth and so on, and obviously you go through that, you can change any things you need to change. Your bike profile, you can put in your weight of your bike and all that as well, and your wheel measurements and stuff as well. But to be honest, you don't with these new ones, with the new accelerometers, they don't need that because it will actually automatically detect your wheel size as you go. So it saves you the hassle, to be honest. Right, let's come out of that one. So like I say, when you're ready to go, when you're ready to ride, you literally start off, press ride, and it will start recording the time. It'll actually, well, it'll record your distance and so on, and then you press the play button here, and it will start your timer on the ride, and it will actually go along. If it hasn't already detected your cadence sensor and your speed sensor, it will do so as you start riding. So it will just come up straight away. It will tell you on the screen. You just press whatever's come up on the screen to get rid of it, and then you can look at what you're doing. Your backlight is operated by your on-off button on the side. So if it starts getting dark and you can't see the display what you're doing anytime, just push the on-off button on the side there, just for 1 second, and it will come up for however long your backlight is set for. You can change that from 15 seconds to 30, I think 1 minute, 2 minutes, and permanently on, whatever you want to do. Right, the next bit we'll be putting the sensors on the bike. Right, we have here the top set of rings, the rubber rings. This is for the mounts on the bike, different mounts on the bike. These 3 rubber ones here, different sizes, are these attached to, or one of them, whichever side you need, attaches to the cadence sensor. Again, this is an accelerometer, so it detects how fast it's going as opposed to using a magnet. I'll put that there. And this one is the accelerometer. This detects your speed. Basically, and this one just basically goes on your front hub. I think you can do either hub, front or back. I choose the front one personally. It goes on your front hub. Basically, all it is a unit with a rubber casing on it and a strap, a rubber strap. If I can get it off there with one hand. There we go. All it is like you would do fixing a front rubber, one of those cheap rubber lights you get on a bike. Same sort of thing. Same rubber strap. Basically, put it on top of your hub, stretch it round. When you put it on, make sure you put it on at the top. It does stress that when you actually put it on first. Make sure it's at the top when you put it on the bike. And then stretch the rubber thing round, put it on the hook, make sure it's secure, and that's done. I shall show you that in the next part.